Merry meet Virgo, Virgo sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all Virgos starting today, the 14th of December, 2024. This is Ariel, and today I'm reading with this beautiful Tarot Soprafino, and I've already purified with this lovely Alvarez Gomez Agua de Colonia Concentrada. Now you can find links to purchase these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Just to note, this particular deck is out of print, but the identical deck in a different edition is what's in the video description. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Honeypot and the lovely Deline. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much, Virgos and friends of Virgos, for joining us today for this 2-week reading. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. Our shop is located at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. There's a little bit more time left that you can still get merchandise for Yule and Christmas presents. Check it out. If you'd like to give a donation to the channel, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat right in the chat thread if you feel like doing it that way. This reading does go out to a lot of Virgos, so if for some reason it doesn't seem like it's applying to you personally, just disregard it. It's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the Zodiacal readings for your other signs. We also have a daily reading for all signs Wednesday through Sunday. You can find the most recent of all the tarot streams right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. Also, just as a reminder, we are not going to be having any streams on Wednesday, December 25th, or Wednesday, January 1st. Let's see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous. Let's see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Virgos. Starting with the Page of Swords, followed by the Four of Wands, and then we've got the Three of Cups. So you're moving out of some problems with truth or honesty or misinformation, and you're moving into great celebration. So whatever was going on, it seems like it's really clearing up. And I think part of the reason why it's clearing up is because you're really getting things in order, which, you know, is for a Virgo, that is like pure gold, getting things in order. So whatever you're getting in order, it's working. It looks like a lot of you are maybe working on getting things in order in regards to your work in the world. It's probably not that for everybody, but for some of you, definitely working on finishing unfinished projects, getting your workspace clean, all that kind of stuff. But also, I think what's happening is you're learning how to get in order some of the communications that are going on. This Page of Swords used to be called the card of the liar, and it can still be that. It's just so much more broad than only that. It's not necessarily that people are lying to you or that you're lying to people. It can. And if that's the case, that's all getting cleaned up. Wonderful. But it can also be just not getting the full story or hearsay or gossip or rumors, things like that, things that are just not accurate. And what you can do, and you possibly already have been doing in some form or another, is just claim and call upon, invoke the presence of infinite truth or divine truth. Divine truth is now permeating this situation. Divine truth is the one and only reality in my life right now. Those kinds of things. And just stating that, just stating that is enough. Like I said, where you're headed is a lot of celebration and a lot of there is some resolution energy here, but it's bigger than just resolving. It's manifesting. Things are manifesting, and they're manifesting on the internal emotional planes first before they come into physical manifestation. So when you're feeling that joy, when you're feeling that happiness, even if it's only a little bit, you really want to celebrate that. Because when you celebrate it, it's a communication to your deep mind. More of this, please. Yes to this. It's hitting the like button. Okay, we've got the King of Cups. Look at you. The Page of Wands, another page, and then Six of Cups, a nice solar light card. So that's another thing too, is if you're starting to feel like a lot of times the threes are the beginnings of something that's long lasting, and many times we question the validity of what it is because it's just starting, so it may not be that big of a deal yet. And it's saying if you're going through that, wondering if you're on the right track, or if the good things that are coming are going to last, that kind of thing, calling upon that solar light is really smart, because what that does is it bypasses your ego mind altogether and gets right into the soul, right into the divine design of your life. And the divine design of your life is all about you being happy. And the divine design doesn't have happy and sad, happy and sad, happy and sad. It's got just the plain happiness, because that's the principle of the universe for you. That's the will of the universe for you. Anything that's not happy is not the opposite of happiness. It's a shadowing of happiness, or a blocking of happiness. But happiness is the bottom line truth of how you are created and what the universe wants for you. Many of us have a very challenging, hard time believing that, knowing that, discovering that, even contemplating that. But if you start working with that solar light, it will show you. You won't have to be convinced. You'll have a visceral experience of it. So if you've never worked with the solar light before, you can use my method, because if you feel like it, because it's super simple and very quick. And you can just go on to YouTube and search Gatoga Solar Light, and you'll find 2 meditations, and they're both very, very brief. And just listen to the meditation once or twice, and then you can just do it on your own. And I would recommend that you do that, so that you can solidify that you are in that stream of the divine will. The divine will is perfect. It's perfect. It knows exactly what will make you happy. It knows exactly what everything that's perfect for you. And it doesn't include anything that's imperfect. And it's so amazing that it seems too good to be true. And so that's why so many times people will negate it when it starts to come across into their consciousness. It's just too good to be true, so it can't be true. I'm not going to waste my time worrying or thinking about that kind of thing. But instead of that, when you start getting flashes of how good things can be, Virgo, let that go. Let that happen for you. That is the divine design manifesting through you. And instead of you visualizing things, it works the opposite. You start getting a vision of things as they're going to start happening to you. You get a vision of what that divine design is. Now, your soul is already clear on the divine design, but your personality isn't, just because of how we've set this world up to be a world of amnesia. This is not enough time to go into the theory behind a lot of that right now, but just suffice it to say that we forgot about who we are as souls, and we really think that who we are is personalities, egos, and mortal beings. And so when we identify with ourselves as egos and mortal beings, we are very prone to cycles of anger, depression, fear, etc. But when we're on that solar light beam, that's the only truth anymore. And the rest of it is important, but it's only important because it gives us a way to express that divine design. And so we're not as swept up in the volatility of this world anymore. And what you get instead are manifestations of success in ways that you wouldn't have been able to come up with all on your own. And you are so ready for that. It's saying here, with all of that work you've been doing, this King of Cups is no joke. This is you as the spiritual master. And I think that the reason why this card is on top of this Page of Swords is because I think you've already mastered this issue that we discovered that might have happened with not enough truth in the world, in your life. And I think you already handled that. I think you already knew what to do. And this was, you could almost look at this as an exercise, what you went through as an exercise in being that spiritual master. And so if that's ringing true for you, then that's not just a one-time shot. That's kind of who you really are. You're leaning into that soul energy when you do that, when you become that spiritual master. And so if you have evidence or memories of something like that happening, either recently or at any time in the past, those are good memories to hang on to, because those memories are there to remind you of what you're capable of as a spiritual master, how powerful you are. Now, this Page of Wands here is talking about all kinds of new ideas, new learning, especially your work in the world. Because this over here, the solar light, it just seems like so lofty and so, quote, spiritual, and that it's so different from anything in the world. But that's not how the soul sees things. The soul says, if you don't disconnect the soul from your career, then your career is an expression of your soul, and your career is going to be a lot more successful, or your job, or whatever that is, whatever these wands are representing. And so what you can do then is be open to that solar light bringing you ideas, bringing you into not only ideas from inside, like inspirational ideas, things that you are getting straight from spirit, but also bringing you books and bringing you maybe websites and bringing you ideas from however it can, bringing helpers, bringing people, teachers, whatever it is, to show you different ways of operating in whatever this important work is in your life. And then that success is just a natural outgrowth of that. But that's all coming from you spiritually. It's all a spiritual exercise, Virgo. It's all a spiritual exercise. And I think because of this King of Cups, you know what I'm talking about. But just in case you don't, think about your life as a big wheel. And your spirituality, your spiritual connection to your soul is the hub. And all of the things in your life, all of the different areas of your life are like spokes. And instead of thinking about this spoke is my career and this spoke is that and this spoke is that and they're all different, we think of those different spokes as emanating from that spiritual center. And so since you've been spending so much time, those of you who this reading is speaking to, have spent so much time becoming so spiritually centered, let that now feed these so-called practical areas of your life as well. It's fine for you to be successful in your career. It's fine for you to be, and that's the only thing that's indicated here, but whatever else is important to you. It's fine for you to be successful in your health, your finances, your relationships with people, etc. But they're all coming out of that spiritual center rather than all disparate things that you have to work on separately. They're all just natural expressions of that spiritual center. So you don't have to work on everything separately. You just have to let them manifest and then take the new information that's coming to you and run with it and do stuff with it and build whatever wonderful things that you want to build in this life. The sky's the limit. And you're doing so well. You're starting from a spiritual center and you are continuing with that spiritual center. Now let that spiritual center feed your career and feed all of those other practical things in your life. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Honeypot, Deline, and Dre. We'll see you in 2 weeks for another reading, Virgo. Until then, blessed be.